Hello, so today we're going to be reacting to the Lee breakdowns, and I used to play Lee, for those of you who don't know. I didn't start off as an Akuma main, I've been playing Tekken for years, and Lee used to be my character of choice. I don't really like him in 7, but I was very excited about the general system changes and what that would do to Lee, and after watching a few videos, I might go back to being a Lee main. I'm still unsure, but let's watch the breakdown together so I can give you my thoughts.
Good morning. Round 4. Fight.
First off, I like the combat suit. Controversial, I know, but I'm a fan. I know people wanted a proper classy suit, and I get that, and that's why there's different costumes.
I don't know why, but he just felt quite satisfying to play. Maybe it was the back two.
Of course, he's satisfying to play. It's Lee.
I think it works really well. Or maybe it's the voice. Yeah, I think the voice is getting me.
It's a bit much on the sound for the running 3-4. I like the sounds, but the running 3-4 is a bit much.
Like 1-3-3, which is one of the best punishers in the game.
Yeah.
And the 3-3-4 grab. Well, when you activate heat, these moves are no longer just frame. The just frame version will come out regardless of execution.
That sounds a bit odd, but when you think about it, electrics are free when you're in heat. You don't even have to do an electric input to get an electric, so it makes sense.
The thing is,
so in heat, it's always the just
frames.
frames.
You actually hit the just frame version.
To be fair, most of these aren't real just frames. Back 1-1-2, I think you have like 5 frames. It's more of a timing than a just frame, but
whether you're in heat or not.
There you go.
But if you do hit the perfect inputs whilst you are in heat, you start to recover.
I like that. You get heat back for doing perfect inputs.
The personality of these characters are really shining.
I love that intro between Jack and Alyssa. This move, very excited about. It reminds me of his old FF4. Because before Tekken 7, and I think even early Tekken 7, it didn't knock down. I think it used to be 0 on block in Tag 2 or -1 or something. So you could use it as a dashing pressure tool just to annoy your opponent. And then it's even better because it's plus.
I noticed you could sway afterwards, so it may be useful for combos.
So very excited to test forward 2.
Neutral, the move becomes +5. Lee has a low heat engager.
Low heat engager. They seem very annoying.
The last hit can no longer be held. And
the thing about the low heat engages, low heat smashes, sorry, is I've been playing a lot with a bunch of different characters. Low heat smashes are dumb. It just depends on the range. I've tried Kazuya's one. It hits from like 2 backdashes away. It's crazy. I've tried Pole's one. The range is not so good, but it's a bit safer. We'll have to see how good Lee's is, but it looks like the range is decent. Not being able to hold 1-2-4, which was the next thing he said. I should have paused it before, you know, but that's on me. Yeah, not being able to hold that, it's kind of annoying. I did like baiting people because you could choose how long you held it as well. You could hold it till it was safe. You could like kind of just delay it. It would still be unsafe, but it would give him a gap to press in. I like that. Unfortunate.
Thank God, because I get hit by this so much with my mashing.
Yeah, see, he always gets hit by it. Just frame version is good though, because since I didn't really play Lee in 7, I never got used to doing acid rain properly, right? So I was always doing 1-2-4, but 1-2-4 was minus on hit, so your 10 frame punisher would not leave you in a good position. You could do Hitman after it and like go for some gimmicks, but yeah, having an actual like +5 10 frame punish when I don't want to go for a just frame, and also leave him standing, which, you know, sometimes you want to leave him standing. Happy about that, and more just frames everywhere overall for Lee. I think it's a very fun change. Like, he was always known as a hard character. So forward 2 just frame as well. That looks fun. That looks fun to use.
It can be ducked as it's a high, but it's only -7 on block.
The safe power crush just for pressure at the wall. You don't want to take the risk of counter hitting with 2-2-3. Because, you know, 2-2, you stop, they can punish, you finish, they can duck and launch. You have another option to get a nice wall splat. Obviously, less damage, but I like that option. The new look of FF333 is amazing. FF3 heat engager, that was obvious. Back 4, down 3, everything still being there is huge.
I think a move like down 3 in Tekken 8 is really good. Not too many characters get a fast counter hit launch.
Yeah, he's right. You don't get a lot of fast counter hit launches. So down 3 still being a counter hit launch, I was not expecting. I didn't think they'd take away back 4, because left Brian's back one. They're very different moves, but they're like slow big mids. So I was expecting back 4 to stay, but not down 3. So I don't really like using back 3, but I mean, it's better to have it than not to have
I'm not
it.
really sure how useful this move
This is just going to be good for if they
He's
mash on Oki.
He still has forward,
Back 3.
It knocks down. I had a
Yeah. FF4 knocking down. It's busted. I don't like using it again because it's very different from what I was used to when I was playing Lee. But I mean, it's kind of broken. It's really good. So having it is better than not having it. Even though I don't like using it, I will just have to get used to it.
feeling that his battle armor would grow on me, but I saw him in the story mode and the way he's just
In the
standing
story
around
mode, it
and
doesn't
walking
look
with
as
the
good. I
armor.
gotta say, I like the armor. I like it in game. And I think if it just didn't have the unicorn icon, which I know is Lee's emblem, right? So that's why it's there. I think without the fucking Ferrari logo on there, I would have liked
So
it more.
stupid.
But
I'm sorry, man.
I like it
understand
in-game,
going in a
so I
different
don't care.
direction and making the character, you know, change a little bit, but Lee's about that class, that style. They could
Yeah.
have even gone back to his punk days. That would have been more interesting in my
That would have
opinion.
been cool
His
to go back to
alternative
that.
suit is a suit, and
I mean, he
is
looks like
more
a
on the classy
bartender in his
side,
alt
but it
costume.
didn't really blow me away. What did blow me away though was his
But yeah.
grip. God damn.
That might
This
be
is
my
a
favorite
nice
stage
house.
with the
It has
space
2 wall
stage.
breaks, and the first one takes like
I have to actually play on it to be sure, but I really like his
I like how the
stage.
chandelier falls as well when there's an impact.
Very
It's quite
flashy,
satisfying.
very
I also
nice.
want to talk about Lee's Magic 4. I know he can combo.
And I like fighting it, like playing fighting games where you're fighting in places you shouldn't be fighting. Inside of someone's mansion, I like it.
From the 4-3.
He still has his magic 4, but you have to commit to a 4-3-4 to get the tailspin. And now he's gonna say that he didn't test 4-4-4. Luckily, I've watched other breakdowns, and I know I have an idea about what happens. So I'll show you what it looks like during the perfect input, but I didn't find footage of the counter hit. I know I saw it somewhere, but I couldn't remember where. So I'll just tell you what happens, but I'll show you the perfect input first. Good to see Yakub D. That's what it looks like normally. And with the perfect input, it becomes an 11 frame safe. I don't know if it's maybe plus on block. I don't know. I don't think you can duck that. I'm pretty sure the whole string jails. So 11 frame heat engager. I think very good. 31 damage is also quite decent. Like I said, 11 frames. You don't have to get the counter hit. If you can just like clip him stepping or something, like, it's pretty good. So what happens if you do Magic 4 on its own, on counter hit? You will slightly lift them up. They'll lift their legs and they will remain standing. Like with Law's Magic 4, if you know what that does. But if you continue with 4-3-4, you saw you get the 4 combo. But 4-4-4 will lift them off the ground with the other 2 kicks, but not high enough to get back 1-1. Now, I didn't see anyone get a follow-up. Maybe you can do FF3. Maybe you can dash up and do back 3-3. I didn't feel like you could do that. It seemed like there was still a bit too much range for that. But there's one new move that I saw in his move list that I think would actually hit. I don't know if it's tailspin or not. And that's this move. Is down forward 4. For some reason, in the move list, it doesn't say that there's an extension. But there is. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't come out automatically. I saw Markman play, and when he was playing Lee, it wasn't coming out. So his move list is wrong. There's also some problems with his sample combo notations, but that's another story. So after down forward 4, he now has a high. And I think you'll be able to connect down forward 4-3. So you would still get something. It doesn't say tailspin there, but the move list is wrong. So I don't know if it tailspins. It kind of looks like it would, but I believe you could probably get a down forward 4 because the range is quite good on that. So after 4-4-4 counter hit, there might still be something, but we'll have to find out. Maybe there's still some matches being released of like just casuals playing like the new characters. Maybe someone will find him in the ghost battles in the demo, I don't know, and figure out what you can do. But he might still have his other Magic 4. Now let's get back to the breakdown.
4, and I noticed it in the moveset later on in recording. I'm really annoyed I didn't check this.
Okay, I don't know what the
Magic
fuck that
4
was during
is not
Tekken
really
Ball,
a
but
thing in Tekken 8. I don't know
yeah.
about 4-4. I think his general wall combo is still the forward 4-3 into down 3, but I also hit the down 4
I mean,
neutral
no
4
new
on
wall
forward
combo.
3+4
I don't mind that he
combo.
had a
His
good wall
slide has
combo
changed.
already.
I'm not sure if it's worse or
That's the big change. That's the really big change. Especially in Tekken 7, you relied on his slide. That was like the thing that made the character.
no. I have a feeling it is worse.
Like that, it knocked down,
+3 on hit, but it doesn't.
but it doesn't knock down anymore. It only knocks down on counter hit, and it leaves them face towards on their stomach in front of you. So you get a guaranteed full crouch down forward 4, maybe another guaranteed slide, whichever does more damage. I don't know. Now,
knockdown, and you are
being at +3 with Lee in crouch in front of your opponent as they're left crouching is quite good. You have enough frame trap options. It's fast enough to loop into itself. You have another 4 crouch low that's decent. You have options, right? You definitely have options. Now, is that better than knocking the opponent down? Probably not.
both left standing after.
But
if you try to slide at point blank
yeah, it is launch punishable, which is the big problem.
range,
As he's going to show, it's range dependent. -11. I've seen it even be -9 if you do at the right range. The range is huge.
If you slide at max range,
Actually shows it in the breakdown. Never mind. But yeah, it's going to be good to pressure the opponent from far away, because just by ducking and doing down forward, you could get your opponent to duck from full screen, which means that you will interrupt their movement when they're trying to get out of the wall, for example. And you still have forward free, which is now a heat engager. Like, the mix-up was always slide or FF3 from quite far away. Now, if you're closer, you could do like while standing 2s and stuff. But even from far away, threatening a slide is still very good. And they're not going to want to duck if forward frees a heat engager. So I don't think this slide is bad, but it definitely needs some actual play testing to get a proper opinion of it.
Around -13 to 14, so you might not get comboed for it as much as you did in Tekken 7 because you get floated every time in that game. He also has a blue spark version of the
Oh, and there's a
slide
blue
heat.
spark, yeah.
I'm not sure if
It's the exact same. Like, I don't know. He says, I'm sorry for not testing it. Other people tested it. It's the same. I think it just does more damage. Like, it doesn't knock down either. It doesn't give you more plus frames. It's just more damage, and it's blue.
Hit because on block it's still launch. Lee still has Hitman stance, and I didn't really notice many changes in the
Yeah,
stance. He
Hitman
still has
stance is the
all of
same.
the same moves as he did before.
Except, yeah, the low only launches on counter hit.
The only change I noticed is
But that's most most sweeps do that in Tekken 8. He just said it, I said it. We jinxed each other with a video, but you know, there you go. Back 2's loops are still there. That's, you know, the main bread and butter of the character. And look at this rage art. I think it is one of the better looking ones. I'm biased, you know. I'll just say I'm not probably biased. I am biased, but I love this rage art. Might not be the best in the game, but it is definitely one of my favorites for sure. And then I'll just show what he left in at the end. Like, what the hell happened? I don't know. But yeah, thanks for the breakdown, and congrats on 100k, by the way, for him. So yeah, I still don't know if I'll actually go back to being a Lee main, like I said at the beginning, but I'm very excited to try him out. The game is very different. The hitbox and hurtboxes have been changed, so he'll probably be less janky, at least I hope. An extension on down forward 4, since it's a move I use a lot, is big for me. I like it. FF3 beating heat engage is gonna be a lot of fun for me, and I don't know. I'm excited to try all the new just frames. Like, I'm a hitbox player, you know. I like my execution. I like when stuff isn't easy but is rewarding. That's kind of my thing. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Go subscribe to him if you did. Subscribe to me if you liked my breakdown of the breakdown. And yeah, I'll probably make a video soon on who I'm actually playing, because I'm still getting the question every day multiple times. So I'll probably just release a video that only my subscribers will watch, and I will still get the question every day. But I'll do it anyway. On that note, guys, take care of yourselves. I'm out.